Hi Wildcats, my name is Angela Badaway and I am an alum from Winter Park High School, and I'm here to talk to you today about hospitality and event management, more so on the event management side of that. So I'll give you kind of a little bit background into how I became there. Okay, so like I said before, I am here talking about hospitality and event management, more so event management. I am a wedding planner and I own my own business. My business name is A+ Events, and I just kind of was asked by the faculty to come in and talk to you about how to become a wedding planner. So the people who are going to be seeing this video are interested in that field. That's why they asked me to do that, since I am an alum from Winter Park. I did graduate in 2011. So what I do is I coordinate day of, I do all of the planning and help the bride communicate back and forth between the vendors and, whoever she's getting her dress through, tuxes, all that kind of stuff, just to make sure everything goes smoothly for the bride and groom and the family, so kind of make it a little bit less stressful so the bride can enjoy her day, which every bride wants to do. So what I am more so doing now is just organizing my team. So I have senior event coordinators, I have day of coordinators that I kind of distribute through all of the brides that we take care of, which is it's a great feeling. So a little bit about the people who would want to be in this kind of profession are people who are very forward focused and they like to look at the big picture of everything and kind of figure out how to get through there. I'm someone who's very futuristic. I like to think about all the futures. I like to plan where I'm going to be in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years. That would be what I would consider one of my biggest strengths with going into this kind of field. And you also have to be extremely compassionate and understanding towards others. So I worked in a bridal store all through my Valencia experience and 2 years prior to that. So I have been in my field for 14 years, and it's a difficult field, but you have to have a lot of compassion and kind of just the will to help people. I've always been someone who wanted to help and make people's I just always felt like was my biggest passion, my biggest purpose in life was to figure out a way where I could make a living where I'm going to be happy and utilize all of the elements that I've done throughout my entire life. I am also a hair and makeup artist, and with my company we also do hair and makeup for brides, so I get to lead that team as well as my event team. So it's something that's always been a big dream of mine, was to be able to own my own business, be my own boss, make my own hours, and be happy. And that is something that I really think is important for young people to know, is that you have to be happy with what you're going to do. You cannot just do something because you think you'll make a lot of money in it. You will make money in something that you are happy doing, truly. And that is what I want to instill in people. I want everyone to believe that they have what it takes to do whatever they want. Which is, it's nice when people do believe in you and they want to see you succeed. Another strength of mine was belief. And that was something that just, you have the belief that you can do it. You have your family and your support and everything behind you, and that's something that you value. Those are things that are very, very important to me. Family and making sure that my brides feel like I care. But it's something that you want. You want to make sure that you're compassionate. You're going to be able to do the best job under the most strenuous circumstances. And your strengths, when you figure those out, will definitely help that. Alright, so now on to the little bit more serious things. The schools I went to. I went to Winter Park High School. Once I graduated Winter Park in 2011, I kind of worked, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to be at first. I kind of thought, oh, maybe I'll go and be a cheerleading coach and I'll work with the cheerleaders, and that was something that just wasn't my thing. So after a couple of years of just working and trying to figure out what I wanted to do, I decided I was going to go to beauty school. And in beauty school, I excelled in updos and special occasions and prom and weddings and wedding parties and makeup and airbrush and all of that kind of stuff. And I was so excited that I kind of found my calling. And then I graduated in September, and a few days shy of my 21st birthday, I was licensed as a cosmetologist. I figured it was very hard to actually make a living as a freelance makeup artist in the state of Florida. There's not a whole lot to go for there. So I applied at Alfred Angelo Bridal, and that's kind of one of the schools I would consider myself going to. I went to that school for bridal. I mean, I learned all about the business in the 2 years that I was there prior to going to Valencia and actually going to a college. In my time at Alfred Angelo, I was able to do multiple weddings, hair and makeup, and kind of help them out, kind of figuring out what's the next step. You bought your dress, you have your venue, what next? And one of the ways that I was able to do that was going to bridal shows. And I love bridal shows. They're so much fun. You get to connect and all the, brand new brides who have just stepped off their, engagement period, and they're ready to buckle down and get on to the fun part of planning their wedding. I was able to do fashion shows and pretty much host my booth, and just so much fun. I love it. It's one of those things where some of my coworkers hate it and they're like, you're crazy for wanting to go, but then some of them were like, wow, like you really have a passion for this. So it was just one of those things. I just fell in love with it and decided I was going to go to Valencia. I was going to research it and I was going to go. Spring semester started in 2016. So I went and I graduated 2 years after that, and with my general AA degree, I was able to go to Valencia by Pell Grants and in-state tuition and, help from my family, my friends. They all wanted me to go, so they helped me figure out ways that I could manage going there and working full-time. So that was really nice to have that big support behind me. And then I transferred to UCF and the Rosen College of Hospitality and Event Management, which is by far the best school I could even think of. They have a lot of advisors and people to help you kind of decide what you want to do, where you're going to go, and they do give you a mandatory internship. So they give you all of the tools to find the internship that works for you. And I decided, what better place to work in Orlando in hospitality than Disney? So I applied for the Fairy Tale Weddings internship, and I got it. I was one of 4 students who did, and I learned so much about how to bring the magic to that couple's wedding day. And that's really all that it is. It's all about that. And of course, UCF is much more expensive than Valencia, and again, I stuck in Florida because cheaper tuition, and my average semester classes with books and everything was about $3,000. So I got Pell Grants and the Rosen Scholarship and just kind of had to make do, save my. Both campuses have a ton of resources, libraries, really beautiful study spaces that kind of are away from the hustle and bustle, and they also have a lot of really great tutors.